Good evening, everyone.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Welcome back to Unveil Paranormal Podcast. We are so glad to see you all tonight. I hope everybody's doing great.
Yep, it's been a fun week. I'm looking forward to this week's show.
Very much so, very much so. So tonight, guys, we have a special guest for you all. Our guest tonight will be offering, it won't just be a Q&A session. They had said that they will do a few readings during tonight's show. So if you are interested in a reading by our guest tonight, you will want to throw your name into the comments. Let us know you'd like a reading, and we can definitely give you that. All right, Brad, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, without further ado, everybody, I want to welcome our wonderful guest tonight, Psychic Chris Garcia.
How's it going, Chris?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy to be on.
Oh, welcome, welcome. We're so glad to get to chat with you. For those of you that don't know, Chris has been on the show 2 or 3 different times. To provide readings, to share his stories. He is considered a psychic, medium, clairvoyant. What all would you say you do, Chris?
Yeah, I have a lot of different people. Well, I'm from a psychic from San Antonio, Texas. Um, I noticed abilities at the age of 5 when I started very young, going to school first. I started helping more people going to me like in middle school. So that was like in my teen, around, I want to say about 10, 11.
Okay.
That's where it started with people who already there was a few people that already knew my name, but I didn't know who they were. Like, is your name Chris? And then I started helping people little by little, and they said, "Well, can you talk? You know, tell me like if they were curious and said, I have a person that was passed away. Could you tell me what the was and this and that?" I was young, and
Yeah.
then after that, it would have scared them at an early age. Imagine going to a school like that and helping people at that age. It was just insane.
At such a
So,
young age.
but I think if you know, yeah, it was young, yeah. And then after that, I think it was really like in high school, when it really triggered it. Full blown, all the abilities and stuff. And then like after that, when I first got on Facebook, I don't remember when Facebook came out. It was years ago. I
Long
was
time.
always like, I guess you could mentor. Her name was Donna. I don't know if she's still alive or not, but she was like a sister to me. So, but other than that, it was just amazing. It really was.
So
And
you,
but,
so publicly, you started doing readings beyond San Antonio once you got onto Facebook. Is that right?
yeah, yes, I had done different shows. Like StreamYard was the most popular one.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know if the people on the show I'll let you guys. There was a app that was called Paranormal Radio. I don't know if y'all remember that
Paranormal
information.
Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So, yeah, there was like different radio stations, like Paranormal King Radio.
Oh,
I was on
yeah?
that one,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think maybe a little bit after that, went. Uh, I want to say like maybe 2 years after that, I was on Pandora. So I was like,
Oh,
whoa, it
yeah.
was getting on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Mm-hmm.
after that, it grew a little bit bigger. And then after that, of course, basic YouTube stuff. But it was kind of interesting to say the least. But I kind of really enjoyed it when I started getting out more public and advertising. And then I started advertising my clothing, t-shirts, pins. business cards. Which the first thing I started was with business cards.
Yep.
Hmm.
Then started doing free readings, of course. Um, and then little by little I start charging, which I don't charge that much.
Right.
But on shows like this, it gives me a chance to advertise my abilities. And then, of course, my lovable TikTok. I'm on there. I haven't been on there lately, but when I do, I'll do a lot of readings I've done, like walkthroughs
Hmm.
on
Yeah.
different shows as well. And so it varies for different people. It's never like an ending thing. So it's always like very, I would say very interesting. So I
Now,
would.
I will say this, you have definitely grown across the United States because I don't know if you remember this, but I went to Ashmore Estates in Illinois, which you had mentioned you had not been there, and your cards were there at Ashmore Estates. So you've definitely have had your merch and your items and your promotions move across the states. So that's awesome for you.
Yeah, and then I remember you saw a lot of people did see my cards there.
Mhm.
Uh,
Hmm.
I guess it's because I mailed them out, and that's why you saw them at that location. But other than that, it was amazing just to even just get spread out there. Uh, but I like it, that I can help people and then they find me stuff and kind of amazing. I mean, uh, but it's just I love how I can help different people. And okay, somebody just
Yeah,
sent told me that they sent me a friend request.
that could
I'll get
be.
to you. I'm sorry. It's just that I have. Yeah, somebody just said that they sent me friend request. I'll accept it later. Um, and she said, keep my friends not
Yes, those are the
fighting for
comment.
his life after being
Yeah, those are comments on the screen here. Nicole, we will. Sorry to hear about that.
yeah, yeah. Sorry to hear about that. My
And
prayers are with him. Hopefully he makes it through.
for sure. And I will let you know, Chris, occasionally you do cut out a little bit. So if I have a blank stare in my face, that's why. Just so you know.
But I mean, no, but can you hear me loud and clear?
I
Because I'm
I can
speaking as close as I can. Unless I connect to the beats, I can do it. But I don't know. They'll connect right
yeah,
off the bat.
yeah.
Okay.
I can hear you when you
Yeah,
speak like that. Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
I can hear you. It's just sometimes the audio kicks gets like a little delayed, but it sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah. Again, everybody, we're gonna
Wonderful.
get to know Chris today, and then he's gonna also be doing readings today if you're interested in reading. Prayers to you, Nicole, from Canada.
Um,
All
oh, and
right, yeah.
is that Joanne?
Joanne
Oh,
Stewart.
yeah. Looking at I remember him. I've seen that name before.
Yeah,
But other than that, I mean, I think to with like I was telling you before we went on live, um, the abilities I can say that I never say this, you know, out in public, but I guess you could say, oh, okay. Other than that, um, some part of me deep inside when I first started, I um, kind of was a skeptic in my own self.
yeah,
Slap in the
Hmm.
face, believe it or not. Because you have that inner skeptic and you just test yourself to the fullest. And I do that at times. And even no matter the little skip it. I still get validation on readings.
Mm-hmm.
I shocked the crap out of myself. I ain't gonna lie. How crazy I come up with no explanation. But like I told you, so we haven't talked in. My goodness, it's been like, to me it feels like years that I haven't talked to you, but it could be just months.
It's been years since you've been on the
Mm,
show, for sure. But I feel like I've lived a lifetime since last
Mm.
year.
Right.
So,
and it's you know what's crazy? I think our life has changed so much.
hmm
Just how you perceive life, don't take it for granted.
right.
Appreciate the
Absolutely.
ones you have because once they're gone, it's never the same. So
Right.
that
Right.
that
Right.
I acknowledge. Um, but thank you for helping people. And now I haven't mentioned it yet, but if you look at my status, I'm engaged. That was a thing that
Yay!
changed my life.
Mhm.
Yes,
My name is
congratulations.
Jenny. I don't know if Benny's watching, but that really kind of. I know my mom brought her in my life. That's another
Oh,
thing. She
really?
feels bad that she didn't get to meet my mom. Yeah, but
Oh,
she just says, like, I'm sorry, I'll take care of your son. I'll put him in line. You know how
yeah.
these girls talk at times.
Keep him on the straight and narrow.
Yeah,
That's
but
awesome.
but it's that kind of just I needed that because I think if I didn't have that many blessings in that way, I probably would
hmm
be. I don't know where I would be. I'll probably be. I'm not saying I would be doing anything dumb. It's just that it
Right.
puts me toward like, hey, my family, my mom had her life. She had her fun.
hmm
Now it's continue my journey with
Mm-hmm.
somebody that she brought into my life, and it's my time to live my life until God comes for me, and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it just makes you think about what you do cherish and cherish life
Yeah.
because life is precious and life is way too damn short, and the years go
hmm
by fast. The older that you're getting, the
hmm
months are going faster. Oh my God! And I'm gonna tell you, I got a question for all of you, including
Yeah.
Madeline and Clarissa.
Mm-hmm.
How did it? How did the solar eclipse affect you? To me, empathically and psychically, I couldn't sleep for 2 days straight. I was like a
Really.
damn zombie. It really, yeah, it really hit me. And then we had another eclipse that I didn't even know about. So I was like, this is weird. Like
Mm.
it
Yeah.
was,
It was very
and I think it
serene.
kind of impacted me. Yeah, it was very
Like the day
strange.
it
A lot of people
happened,
were taking pictures.
yeah, like here in Indianapolis where I live, it was a total. It was like full totality for like
hmm
4 minutes. So it was just weird seeing like all the birds stop chirping and it going dark, and it was very serene. I was watching it from a little spooky cemetery just so it was out in the way and not in the city, so I could get
Yeah,
a good view. So, but yeah, it definitely had some powerful impacts, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
But did it impact you? Did it impact you in sleeping,
Uh,
or not really?
Not that I can remember, but just in the moment, it was definitely very impactful.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Like, did it feel strange to you?
Oh yeah, it was super strange.
yeah, I watched it. It was
I
total
did too.
totality for me, and I was at a cemetery out in the boondocks, out in the nowhere. And for me, it was surreal. And honestly, it really felt like, because like the world just stopped. Just everything stopped at that moment in time. And I know for other places, other people in the world, maybe they didn't feel that. But for me, it was like the world just stopped for like
Hmm.
several minutes because we had the full thing here in Indiana. And then I felt as if a new beginning was coming. And in a way, it kind of did happen because my life has changed since April of 2024 when when we watched it. So,
Right.
um, yeah, it was crazy. It was a crazy phenomenon to get to witness in person. If anybody ever has a totality, they need to watch it. It's it's a spiritually it is spiritually connecting in a weird kind of way. It's different. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that, when you look at it more,
Hmm.
even though it did affect my sleep, a lot of strange things happened. Problems with the eclipse.
Hmm.
Um, like to me, it was just strange, like very strange. Like I was normal kind of like, um, but there's been an increase in the activity.
Hmm.
Of course, of what I told you guys, you know, and it's been just more amplified to where I'm just like, oh, I heard that. And then I
Hmm.
pay attention to all the animals' behavior. I've been hearing a lot more.
Hmm.
I've been hearing more ringing in my ear. I was like, this is weird. So, but yeah, it's tremendously has changed so much. And,
Right.
but I appreciate life. And even though I have my moments where and then that's another thing, I don't take them. I'm supposed to take them, but only as needed. But
Yeah.
what I do is I get like, what do you call it? I'm on anxiety because
Hmm.
Hmm.
my anxiety wasn't like that before,
Hmm.
but since a lot of stuff has happened to me,
Right.
it
Hmm.
Life.
hits
Yep.
me and people like calm down,
Hmm.
take it easy. And I didn't have that before, so that's changed mentally, with my body.
Hmm.
So the doctor told me to get, and I thought this is just so weird. I think the doctor was like, I feel like she was gifted. He goes, "Do you listen to meditation?" And I looked at her and I was like, she goes, I take that as a yes, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I do listen to meditation, listen to like bringing different frequencies to help you sleep, and I used that for a while, and it did help.
Hmm.
And she's like, yeah, just kind of like you have to go do something, color, paint, go take a walk, maybe even scream it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I use different techniques to calm my anxiety, but it's just my fiance's with me. It's just different. Like it's more like to where I'm calm now because it was really bad, by myself, and now it's like I'm happy.
Mm.
But I
She
still
Right.
have my sad
she
days.
like grounded you and.
Yeah, you could say that. I guess y'all women have that. Women have that specialty,
Yeah. We do.
and
Yep, they sure as heck do.
but it's good that they have that impact on you because especially when it's not so much like controlling, it's more of just like calm down, breathe, take it easy, uh, and stuff like that. I really do enjoy it. It just gets me to get things off my mind
Hmm.
so I don't think so much, and it's just amazing that I'm blessed with the other things. And they say it's not what you don't have, just appreciate what you do have
Right.
and just acknowledge that God brought you all these blessings. Yes, life is sad, you lose a loved one, but you got to move forward because your mom would want you to live. And
Hmm.
Right.
the same thing with all the people that lose their loved ones. Just
Hmm.
know because they left, that does not mean you're not going to see them.
Yeah.
When it's your time, you will see them. But
Hmm.
just know that what they want you just crying all the time and just, I mean, it's okay to
Yeah.
grieve,
Chris
but
is
they would
making me
want you to
teary eye.
continue, continue, continue living your life because if this ain't, you have to have live the life, but give them respect, yes, when you talk
Hmm.
to them,
Yeah.
but just know that they will want you happy,
Yeah.
and just care of that. And maybe that message is for you, Chris. Just I understand your pain because I'm going through it too.
Mm-hmm.
But just look at it this way: if it was a table's turn, you were not there, he would be the same thing for you. He would be in pain, but he would,
Yeah.
but you would want him to live life, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Just
For
know
co-
that
for
you have
context, those
you
that
have
don't watch the show
flaws.
regularly, Chris is referring to my son who passed away in July. So it makes me emotional when people talk about stuff like this. So
But
Mm-hmm.
it's hard. It really
yeah.
is. And that's just everyday life. There's times that we're gonna lose our loved one. Gotta, you gotta move on.
Now,
Live life.
is your mother? I know that's the big impact that you had. Is are you getting visits from her through your dreams or anything like that?
Well, since she's passed, that's weird you said that. At first, I didn't,
Okay.
but there's times where I don't say anything to anybody, but there's times where I step in the corner of my eye and I look and I'm like,
Thank you,
oh
Lisa.
wow, I saw somebody just pass by and it's my mom, because I could see them in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh, and then there's things that have been falling lately, like my oils, certain things that stand out to me, because my mom was very supportive in my gifts,
Then.
and she was my motivator, like to the extreme.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted me to do the best, to be the best, and to dream big. So
That's
that's why
awesome.
I go by now. And she was like my supporter, and at that time my only supporter. But now I got new supporters, new friends.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I've even had a lot of good friends that come back to me that
Yeah.
they've been there since day one. And they're
Mm-hmm.
like, "We remember your mom this, and remember your mom this," and I was like, "Oh my god!" It just like brings tears to my eyes too. And I'm like,
Hmm.
"Mom, I want you to be happy, so just help people and make her proud." So that's exactly what I do.
Yeah.
I listen, yeah, but
Now, I feel like when you know somebody that's super close to you, that you're super close to, that passes away, you have a different connection with the spiritual world. Like you feel even more connected with the spiritual world than you ever did. You seem to know more than you had ever known before. Is that kind of how you feel?
honestly, yes, I can agree on that on an extreme level to where um, I feel like it did hit me. Um, and it's weird that it's funny that you say that because I do see like a big difference in my life.
Hmm.
Um, to where it just feels so different. Like you know that there's more to life than what you did and what you expected. But I do feel like you connect more spiritually and just it's profound the experiences that you have afterwards. Like maybe the
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
dreams about them, the visitations, the activity like somebody passing by and then you're just questioning, did I just see them? Or it's just it really is amazing and kind of just makes you what is on the other side? What is it?
Mm-hmm.
The impact of what you
Yeah.
lived and what you see. It just changes your demeanor,
Hmm.
paranormal and perspective.
Yeah.
Where you don't go and look for say, oh, spirit, can you give me an information? Can you give me a message? Do you have a message for me? You have more respect for that
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
outside the paranormal. And anything that's unknown, you have more respect for it. And it gives you more like boundaries and respect.
Yeah.
So yes, I can say, Carissa, it does. It's a big difference once you lose somebody very, very
For
close to
sure.
you. It's not the same.
No. No. Sorry to hear about that, Joanne. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it. Um, people die too young. My son was 19 years old, so I totally feel that. Um, Nicole, if you are still here, we could do a reading for you. Just let us know if you're still here. If anybody has questions for Chris, you can definitely throw those in the comment section there. That would be great. Um, so
Yeah.
have you been doing readings publicly? Because I know for a while you were doing lives, but are you doing most behind the scenes, or are you still doing lives, or what have you been up to?
Well, I do more live on TikTok. I
Okay.
haven't been so much on Facebook because I think to me, I've even seen, because I'm not into politics, but I've seen that a lot of the pastors, it makes me upset that they don't expose what we need to know. So I used to watch the news a lot, like every time in the living room. I don't do that anymore. That was my me and my mom's thing, like watching American Idol together. I don't
Yeah.
do that anymore.
Oh,
Uh, but when I do a different show, like I do a few that are still on Facebook, but
yeah.
a lot of the stuff that I'm connecting with is TikTok, and a lot of stuff that's been discovered leave gratitude for so many and just been killing it. Why can't you just not say this on Facebook? So Facebook to me, even though yes, we're all broadcasting live on Facebook,
Hmm.
but my demeanor has changed about how Facebook doesn't expose the truth and TikTok does. I
Yeah.
believe that that's why they want to keep it down.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I believe that very strongly, and it's been confirmed with a lot of others that they feel that's the reason why they want to take TikTok down because it gives you what we should know, and they're hiding it, and
Yeah.
I just don't like that. I just don't feel like we've been lied to, and just gonna sit there and laugh about it and just not tell us this when we already know. Why
Yeah.
just
Hmm.
say the freaking truth about the aliens? About because remember all that stuff about the drones?
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
just found out recently that a lot of people were saying, "Did you know that the people that were seeing drones, those weren't drones that we're looking at out there in New Jersey? A lot of people are seeing they look like drones, but if you look at the lights that they were shown, showing
Yeah.
like
Hmm.
all the bright colors and that, that's more like alien light."
Oh,
And
yeah.
but I just think there's a lot of things that I just don't like that they like to us. Period. That's
Yeah.
Hmm.
my perspective on things.
Joanne
And
did ask if
as
you
far
could
as
talk
that,
closer to your
yeah,
mic, Chris, so we can hear you. So they can hear you.
that say it again.
I said Joanne asked if you could talk closer to the mic so they can hear you.
Okay, sorry.
I can hear you. I
Yeah,
can hear you, but
we're also listening through headphones too. So
give us the up close face.
Yeah, but yeah. But other than that, I just feel like I just think there's a lot that's really changed. Like you said, those are the readings for me. I do them a lot on Messenger. Um, but I just feel like it's tremendously changed.
Yeah, yeah,
And I do
definitely.
appreciate, it's just, it's just different. And I'm glad that you asked me that question, Bruce, because it it just has changed for me. And
Mhm.
I could just imagine what you've experienced. I mean, for me, it's changed tremendously
Mhm.
within the
Li-
paranormal
Life will
because it's
never
my
be the
life,
same.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you feel about like with the paranormal, knowing that you're going through these weird experiences? Does it change your way of the unknown? Does it make you more curious about it, or you just have more respect for
My belief system has adjusted quite a bit. Um,
it? Okay.
coming from being a non-believer at all to believing in mediumship to believing in more of the science, I'm pretty much reverting back away from science into spirituality a
hmm.
lot more than I had previously. And I'm seeking more universe's signs and doing more meditations and doing more manifestations and law of attraction type stuff than I had before. I have let the universe take control because when you I was in the darkest part of my life after I lost my son. And when you're in that place, a lot of people turn to God, and I have issues with organized religion. So for me, it was let's just see what the universe has in store because I apparently don't know what I'm doing
Hmm.
or what's in store for me. So that's kind of the way I've been
But you know
living,
what? I
and
feel.
my life's changed a lot since.
I tell you what I feel. I feel like with you, even though I haven't taught you, but I feel even though you've had pain, which I'm not talking about you, you brought that up, but I feel
Yeah,
like your life purpose, it's not your purpose has always been the same. I feel like you reach out to people. I feel like you are supposed to connect with others, but I feel like you have a higher calling. That's what I feel from you. I feel like it's like a higher calling. You might not know what the higher calling is because it's
right.
way old, but you'll find out. And when it does, you're going to remember what I told you on today's show. You're going to remember. And that is my high, it's about like a high priestess kind of energy you get from you
Yeah,
to where you have to remember what is my purpose in life. Yes, God did this. God took someone I love. I for.
just a second, Chris. They're having trouble hearing you. Just a
Jones, we have.
second. Okay. Yeah, hopefully it started acting funky when we you started talking about it. So go ahead, continue.
Yeah, but I think that's why I feel like you just appreciate life for what it is and just know that
Oh, we lost him. No. It's hard when you're in that dark place, but taking steps to heal your mind, body, and soul. Yeah. I really have been taking time off, Lisa. I took time off from work and everything because it's just really hard. Okay. Let me see here.
that is
There you are. Chris, you totally left the show. Now you're back. You cut out during half of that, and I don't know if you realize that.
not in that
Yeah, he's having some internet issues.
Yep, you're cutting out. See, we start talking about spirits, and of course, this happens.
that happens. It happens. Nowhere that just
Thank you,
know that
Lisa.
when you talk about
Oh, man. Chris. What?
going on 18
I don't
minutes,
know. Oh, my God. You just keep getting thrown off completely. Are,
Yeah, like
are
I
we
think
good now?
you know what I think it is. I think it's the spirits saying that yes, there has been a change.
Mhm.
The activity it does change.
Yeah,
It does change, and that just confirms validation to me. I don't know
hmm
about you guys, but it just
it
confirms
does.
the energy since the solar eclipse, since we lost our loved ones. It is so different,
Yeah.
hmm
so different,
You
and that
know,
just confirms what I just said.
yeah. Well, I want to say I did only hear some of what you were saying, but what it sounded like you were saying, Chris, thank you so much. I do appreciate you mentioning. It sounded like me you were saying, I have a bigger purpose, which I've always felt like I want to inspire people, heal people, stuff like that. So if I'm not doing that, I don't feel great anyway. So that's why I do podcasts and stuff like that, because I enjoy it and I enjoy connecting with people and hopefully inspiring people. So I think you were saying something along those lines, but it kept cutting out.
I did say that.
Mm.
I did say that. So I heard him correctly. It was just he was bad. He's not having any issues with
Oh
this. Just
no,
you were talking.
such a bummer. Oh, guys, go away, Ghost. You're not allowed on the show. Get away from our show. We gotta talk.
I can't even blame my ghost for this one.
It's probably Chris's ghost.
Wow. I tell you, the internet has a fun way of saying we're here.
Eh,
Yeah.
yep, yep.
But
Modern day poltergeist movie.
Bradley, I'm gonna tell you what happened on your end. Bradley, you both on my end, it said no internet connection for like a minute. And I was like, where did they go?
Huh.
Yeah, yeah, below it shows your internet connection for like it shows like if you're it shows me like bars and it has like no bars for you.
Is that for Bradley?
Ah, man. Guys, I'm really sorry. Hopefully we get Chris on here and he can stay on here. And then I did see Nicole hasn't responded, but Joanne, I did see she responded wanting a reading.
Right,
So
right.
maybe one of the spirit dolls want to talk. Maybe.
That could be. He's back down in the backstage.
Okay, let's see. Are we back? I told the spirits to stay
Hello?
away. We got stuff to do.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's weird.
Chris, you
I
sound
got
like a
there.
robot. Man, I don't know what to tell you to get a better connection because I don't know the situation. Yeah, dang it, guys. But yeah, definitely, Lisa, I commend you for being a healer. That's something I've always been curious to get into because people who heal, like they have to, I mean, is so much energy to release and give. And I mean, you've got to really have a strong connection
Mm-hmm.
to be a healer for sure. I've gotten a healing, oh, maybe about a year ago. No, it's not been that long because it's been since my son passed. And I mean, I enjoy it just as much as going and getting like an actual physical massage. Like, it's just, you feel so much relief and just, yeah. Today is not Chris's day, yeah. Let me know if he messages you. I'll let you know if he messages me.
Yep, I'm
Because
checking now.
I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. That's unfortunate. We haven't even got to any readings.
We have not.
I mean, I have my tarot deck right here.
We know how good at tarot you are. Oh shit, there went my phone.
For context, guys, in the past, I've done tarot readings on the show by a non-tarot reader because I don't read tarot cards. So we wing it. And pretty much I pull a card up and I tell you what I think it means. Because I don't. I can't. Tarot is not my way of doing readings. I like doing picture readings or name readings is what I prefer, but
Yeah, I was gonna say we could talk about what your what kind of readings you've done in the past.
mediumship, talk to ghosts, talk to dead. Right now on the YouTube on the YouTube. Wow, am I 80? What is wrong with me? On YouTube, I have been posting Randolph County Infirmary. We investigated it last year and I did a mediumship walkthrough. I have been posting. Part 4 will be live tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time. And Brad, I don't know if you remember, that's when we talked to the commander
Mm-hmm.
in the attic. So that's a good one.
He is back in the backstage again.
Let's
Let's see.
see. Chris, do we have you back?
I don't know what's going on. I guess we can't talk about much.
Uh, apparently, we can't talk about knowing what's changed in the spirit world. It's probably the
Yeah,
government.
that too.
Yeah,
That too.
but
I believe that very.
Joanne did reach out for a reading if you had anything for her.
Do you want to do
Well,
readings while we have you?
yeah, we can do that as long as they can hear me. Sorry, I'm trying to get the phone situated. Because I had it thinking maybe if I brought it closer, the connection would be better, but it
Okay.
didn't help. So,
Oh gosh. Well, we're good right now. Be safe out there, Mary, by the way. Let
let's
me
see what.
pull up Joanne here and her request. So, while do you feel anything for me? Thanks. So, Joanne would like to know if you feel anything for her. And I think Chris is using tarot deck tonight, right?
Yeah, I can use Oracle. It doesn't matter. I connect like if it's a tarot. Yeah,
Yep.
but so we have the bottom card. It's Godness of the Moon. I don't know if y'all can see that. What did I
Hmm.
do for these cards? This is my fiance's cards, by the way. These
Oh,
Nice.
cards are
nice.
beautiful. So these cards, what I was saying is that for Joanne, you're connecting to the Godness of the Moon.
Okay.
For some reason, I was thinking of I want to say like Diana. Goddess Diana comes through.
She's asked if you could talk a little bit louder, if you don't mind.
That Goddess Diana is coming through. Um, and then you have the second card. You have blossom coming, abundance. So you have a lot of abundance, and many blessings are coming your way. Um, just be aware that you have asked the universe to bless you what you have. I would say to connect with the moon more, and have that connection because I think the moon will have like its way of connecting with you. That's what I get. Now, Joanna, I don't know if that makes any sense with you, but let me know if it does. Um, but I feel like you have a lot of spiritual work to do, but try to get more connected to the moon because the moon is more like what I'm getting for you, whatever that means. But I feel like you have a reason to connect more with the moon. It's like a something that I feel you connected with the stars more, and I just feel like that's what you're meant to do. That's what I get from you at this moment in time.
Like a connection
Joanne,
to
did you
kind of
have?
the celestial side of things, huh?
Yeah. Oh wow. I just got a message from a friend. Um, that's recently her grandma just passed. She's not. I don't know if she's on the show or not.
Yeah.
She said that her grandma just passed recently. So
Hmm.
I'm sorry about that. If you're watching the show, um,
Sorry about that.
yeah, it's painful. It really is. Um, Now, I know that there was a person that was trying to connect with me saying that my Facebook friends was, let me see, what was her name? I think it was the one that first started the show. Um, I can't remember her
Oh,
name.
Nicole.
Yeah, let me see if I can find her. I don't even know how to do this because they've changed Messenger so much that it's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's hard to look at the moon when I know that there is aliens also, but I was trying to understand
Retrograde.
religion, retrograde, etc. So, Joanne, does that make a lot of sense for you? What I told you? I know it's hard to connect, but I think there's something that with the moon that you're connected to, like one of the goddesses. And I'm starting to laugh because I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
I do know my goddesses, but isn't there a goddess Luna there? I don't recall
Uh,
that.
I
Or
I
there's
believe
one that
so.
I don't know them that well either, but I think there is.
that's what I'm saying. There's either a Luna or it starts with an L.
Yeah, Luna is a Roman goddess of the moon, an equivalent to a Greek goddess, Selene. So, it
Interesting.
does say here, Luna is also associated with other goddesses like Diana and Hecate, often depicted in a triadic manner.
Wow.
So maybe Luna and Diana are the same.
Wow. That makes
That
total
makes sense.
sense.
Hmm.
Wow. So hopefully that makes sense to you, Joanne.
Awesome,
And
awesome.
as far as like, I don't know where that other person went.
Nicole, yeah.
Yeah, I can't. She just disappeared. I'm trying to look for her on Messenger. I think she was messaging me through text, but but I don't see her
Yeah, I
on
don't
my
think
end. That
she's,
is
I
so
mean, this is her. I don't think she's in the show though anymore.
okay. What's her name? Maybe I
Nicole.
need to look her up. Let me look it up. See if she pops up. Okay, Nicole.
Joanne
And
said
I can't see
validation.
her.
Yep.
Is it with NU? I can't put the N.
Nunez.
Nez is last
NU.
name.
Okay. What background does she have?
Nicole.
Yeah.
Well, her pictures, like her wedding stuff. I don't know what her background is.
Okay, I think I found it.
I have her pulled up on the. I have her comment pulled up, but I don't know if she's in the show right now. So
Yeah, I'll just try to connect with her later because I think she was trying to bingo validation kid. You're welcome.
yes, for sure. Anybody else like a reading? Just go ahead and throw your name in the comments. Um,
I would like one, but you put yours in first, so you can go first.
I didn't ask for one, but I did actually. It's funny that Brad mentioned that because I actually was going to say Brad needs a reading because Brad's got stuff going on. I want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, I'd like a tarot reading, please.
Could Brad have
Okay,
one?
let's see what.
I always love when my friends get read for because I know what's going on
So
in
you
people's
have.
lives.
So right now you have the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. What I'm being told with that one, there's a lot of healing that you're needing, Brad. Like
Hmm.
I want to say like more of an emotional, and then I feel like there's part of you that says, "Am I connecting? Why do I feel detached? Like you're not connecting?" But Raphael is meant for healing, but then also can be also physical healing with your body. I feel like there's a lot of healing that you need to take care of.
Hmm.
Try to lay off certain foods, certain liquids. Um, so I was take care of yourself. That's why Raphael came in for you. You
Okay.
also have the third chakra. I can't pronounce his name. He's a archangel. Chamule. He's a third eye. So I'm thinking that the third eye is trying to connect with you. So I do feel that you have to do chakra work. And you might want to do some tuning for it. So I don't know where that comes into play with you, but I don't.
Okay.
Like I feel like there's something about chakra work that you need to do. Uh, and for some reason, I feel like you're experiencing a lot of weird sensations up here where the third eye and the crown chakra is. Like, I feel like you need to look at that and see why you're getting that feeling. You have the fifth chakra, Gabriel. He's the one that has to do with a lot of. I don't have the symbol on me right now. I don't have a symbol. It's
Hmm.
on the top of my shelf, but I can't show you because I would have to rotate the camera, and I don't know how to do that. But I'll show it to you later. Are you friend? Were you friends with me on Facebook? Right.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
send you a picture.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'll send you a picture of it. Okay. So, and then you got
So,
the fourth card. You also have Metron, which is connected to Gabriel. He's another archangel. So you have a lot of archangels coming through. I think there's a lot of metaphysics, and I keep getting the word geometry. Geometry, believe it or not, Metron, the archangel, has a lot to do with geometry, and
Okay.
he has a certain symbol that has like a star, but it's not the
Mm-hmm.
Star of David. It's a different connection that I feel with you, and I feel like connecting with all the angels, and I feel like once you get that, you're gonna align yourself. The other thing for meditation, so in case you feel like disconnected,
Mm-hmm.
try meditation or try and connect with your ancestors because I feel like you want to connect with your ancestors. And I keep seeing ancestry.com, so that's a connection. I feel like you've been wanting to find out what kind of bloodline or how much Indian you have here,
Mm-hmm.
different tribes. Different tribes is what I get with you.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Does that make sense?
It sure does.
it means get your
Okay.
act together, Brad.
I'm an a- I, I'm an angel. That's why I got so many angels coming through.
Oh, please. He's
I'm an
dreaming.
angel too.
Yeah, we're all sweet little angels over here.
Yep, yep.
Emil,
Hey,
welcome.
Emil made it.
Emil, if you'd like a reading, let us know. Um,
Yeah. But hopefully that makes sense. And I'll
Mm-hmm.
just see if Clarissa, there's a message for Clarissa. There's a message that needs to be said.
do
There's any
what?
messages from
I
the
didn't
other
hear
side.
you.
Or, no, I'm asking the card. No, I'm asking the cards to see if there's any messages for you.
Oh man, they're gonna yell at me.
You've been using your cards inappropriately.
Whatever, I've been playing with the pendulum. That's what I've been doing lately, not cards.
Descent. Okay, so this one is called Descent.
Okay.
Deit. So there's been a lot of dissent around you, where the truth will be shown.
Yeah, better.
I kind of feel like they, and then you have victory. You
Yes.
you're going through a lot of victory. Um, I feel like there's gonna be some victory times where you feel like you've lost a lot, but you've gained twice as what you expected. Is what they're telling me with that, whatever that means.
Good, good.
Okay, and then you got the card. Whenever you can't deal with people or just, and this is what I felt you did because I remember somebody messaged me. I don't know if it was Bradley or somebody that messaged me. This was you, and this kind of what I noticed from you, even though I wasn't talking to you, but you did
Yeah.
walk away from a lot of things, like saying, "I don't want to do this anymore."
Mhm.
I feel like broadcasting wasn't for you at that time,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but something
Yeah.
brought you back and say, "No, you don't stop. You continue." But you needed that time to detach from social media, is what they're telling you.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
That
but
because
now
we
you
had you
know if
booked
there's a
to be on the
time.
show back in August, and when we ended the show, yeah. So that all makes sense to me.
I did just that.
And then you also have, I can't pronounce this word, you have possibilities. So it's showing you different doors.
Okay.
You know, it's got the hallway and different doors. So that's
Yeah.
telling me outside of the panel, there's different opportunities. Now it's whatever sits right with you
Yeah.
is what you're meant to do. One
Okay.
door, if you don't like it, nah, I don't like that door. Choose
Yeah.
this door. And just have an open mind. And you're going to get messages with certain numbers,
Okay.
and it's all tied up. It's all tied up. That's the card that came up. That everything's all tied up, and I'm being told all tied up with the emotions. So that's why you were acting kind of detached from
Yeah.
social media, is what I was told. That, but I feel that you like I said, you have a bigger purpose. You might not see that purpose because you're just like trying to figure yourself out. But that's what I was
Right.
saying for you. So they were actually getting mad at you for detaching from everyone. Don't close yourself out because it's always
Hmm.
good to talk about things.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm being told that Bradley told you that one time.
Mhm.
Yeah. I had I like I said, I am trying to pay more attention to the universe and kind of let them take the reins as opposed to me having control of my life as much as I love it. But I've definitely have changed how I go about life. So I love that there's possibilities like you mentioned. I love that there's victory because there are things going on in my life that I'm hoping to be victorious in. And so, yeah, I love all those cards. That was great. Thank you.
You're welcome. And for Joanne, you said, what is it supposed to do with the moon? I would say get a moonstone to connect more with the moonstone. The moonstone could be a bracelet, um, and just know that you can either get a necklace. And moonstones are a beautiful stone, by the way, and it does help you to connect to the universe. So I would say get a moonstone bracelet or something that can be on your body, Joanne, and hopefully that's gonna help you to connect more with what I was picking up.
Awesome. Yes, Emil, Jesus take the wheel. That is exactly the motto I'm living off, but it's universe take the wheel. So, for sure.
Yeah,
Connection with numbers and birds.
yeah, there's a lot of that with me too. I connect with animals and stuff, so I get that. I get that a lot.
Yeah. I find I love going out in nature because I feel most connected spiritually when I'm in nature. I don't know about you, Chris, but I definitely do.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Have you tried walking barefooted on sand or on
Oh,
dirt? I
I
feel like
used
that would help you even more.
I used to walk barefoot all the time outside. I haven't, and I think it's time I start walking barefoot outside.
It's finally getting warm enough here now.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't feel like that's a weird thing that I couldn't do that. I was doing it for a while. I was actually doing it, and the things how I felt, it was so weird. I was like, I've never was, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, I never really did connect and try to walk barefooted. But the first time I did, it felt so like re-energized.
Yeah.
And then the experiences after I did, the visions were just mind blown, and I was like, "What is that? Why is that happening to me?" So, but it's always good to ground yourself and connect
Hmm.
because when you feel disconnected, it's always good to work barefooted and don't walk on concrete because concrete is not grounding. It has to be with
Right.
nature. It could be with the sand, dirt,
Hmm.
grass,
Grass. Hmm.
you know, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. That's grounding.
Yes. Yes. Yep. I will definitely do more of that. I've been doing better about meditation. I will probably do more with grounding and all that too.
Hmm.
Yeah. I
Awesome.
could just
Awesome.
imagine what they're gonna tell me, but I can imagine what they're gonna tell me. But I think I already know they're getting after me to not be so worried, to live life, be happy,
Hmm.
and make more
Hmm.
memories with my love life, and just live life. Don't be depressed,
Yeah.
be sad, be happy.
Yep.
I can already tell you, spirits would tell me that without even using the cards. They would tell me you need to start doing some stuff.
Yeah,
So
they're like poking you right in the forehead.
Yeah.
You need to do this.
yeah, yep. And I think we all need to do that alignment because if we
Hmm.
don't, we lose ourselves,
Yeah.
and then we lose the purpose of well, then why should I be here? I just give up, But you can't give up because your loved ones don't want you to give up.
Right.
Right.
So do what you gotta do. Do what makes you feel happy. So, but outside of that, If anybody is on TikTok, you can find me at Psychic28. That's my main profile. Um, I do a lot of readings there. I've done walkthroughs before.
Cool.
My fiance's on there. I have different admins on there, and we have a good time. We connect with people, uh, and it's just a good experience knowing that I can still help people and get outside of my little problems I have
Mm-hmm.
in my own life. Other things, people that I don't talk to as much anymore, but the ones that are in my life, I'm happy that I have them, and they're all blessings in some sort of way.
Yes. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, for sure, guys. Go up there on TikTok and give them a follow. Anywhere else you want to shout out before we end the show? Do you want
You can
the
also text. Also, it could
text?
be uh, text me at 210-974-3470. Again, 210-974-3470. Um, and just know that if you need to reach out to me, just you can text me, let me know who you are. You can just call me and just let me know. But I usually like people to text me because I don't answer numbers I don't recognize, and it's usually like, oh, I saw you in Clarissa's and Bradley show, so just message me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Um, and, and that's how I say. So if anybody just contact you, either one of you, just tell them
Yep.
to give the information that you heard on the show.
Yeah,
Psychic
absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
and and then we'll keep in touch. And if y'all ever want me back again, and any upcoming conventions, I went to a convention. I was a long time ago. It's been a while, but I'm hoping that there will be upcoming uh, conventions in the near future when everything's settled with me. But I will be letting you guys know. And
Cool.
for I don't know his name, but send me a request by the way if you can, or send me a message on
Oh,
Messenger.
yeah, Emil. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell him to send me a request.
He's our super fan.
Thank, but thanks guys for having me on. I had a good time.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I want to thank you so much, Chris, for coming on here, giving a couple readings, letting us get to know you, talking spiritually. I love that when I have the opportunity to talk spiritually with somebody else. Um, so, yeah, thank you. We appreciate you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And next guest, who will that be, Brad? Do you
Next week,
remember?
next week's guest is Matthew Jackson.
All right. And he's with Paraholics, correct?
Yep, Paraholics. Yep,
All right, so we'll be chatting with him. I don't know him, so I'll get to completely get to know him. So I'm looking forward to that. But
yep.
yeah, definitely.
It's gonna
Good
be. He's a good dude too. I've investigated him with a few times, so he, it'll be a fun week show next week too.
for sure. So as always, we will see you guys next week. If you could please like, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube, Facebook stuff. We greatly appreciate the support and love from everybody. We hope you all have a good night.
Yep. See you,
Goodbye.
everybody.
All right.